fingers crossed, this should run better on here. So hello everyone on YouTube. This is going to be a bit of a more informal video than the last few we've had, because for those of you that haven't been keeping up with basically things I say and do from time to time, I haven't been able to stream last week because of an issue with my computer. It basically just stopped working. I don't really want to go into the full details as to why it happened or how it happened, because even I have no real idea. Because one minute it was working, then the next minute it wasn't. But enough about that. We have got this working now, and I'm happy that we have it working. I'm going to count my lucky stars that it continues to work. But here we go, on the map of Andrast, playing against Gondor, was the random of choice that they gave me. And we've got Bill Fernie getting straight up to level 6. I'm wanting level 10, so we can start making us money per kill. I'm going to get these Gondor soldiers away, my orcs away, so this Bill Fernie can give me a few resources for the killing. And I'm going to have my uruk-hai that are currently dying to the camp. That's not a good sign. This is why I don't like these uruk-hai, by the way. If it weren't obvious, the uruk-hai scouts are not my least favourite of the starting units, because despite the fact they're meant to be like an elite unit, they still perform suboptimally. Their loose formation makes it difficult to make anything work, and yeah, they just die to a whelm cave, which I'm fairly certain only Mordor orcs would have lost to. Hey Banana King, how you doing? A little mineshaft out here. Just realised I've got music on. I'm going to turn that off now because ooh, there's some copyright music in Battle for Middle-earth. I believe it's more specifically the Battle for Middle-earth 1. It has Lord of the Rings music directly incorporated into it, but I believe there is some music that is not allowed to be played that is played on here, so we're going to stop that. That troll's alive, but it's focusing on everything else I have. That's not a good sign. Come on, Bill Fernie. Okay, get out of there. You're not winning that. Okay, we need to start getting the advantage back, otherwise we're going to lose a lot. Going to build a sentry tower. Going to build 2 sentry towers, actually. Now, my Isengard strategy in the early game is, I won't say different to what other people might play, but it certainly is not the norm of what you should play. Because normally I would go straight into the... I just gave them a bloody lair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Prepare for war. The Dark Lord shall reign. Advance.
There goes my lumber mill. This is not a good start. No, no, no. But it is a camp start, so we'll get back from it. As I mentioned earlier, Edain King, the computer is dead. It is very unfortunately very dead. But hopefully, my laptop I'm using currently should be sufficient for what I need it to be. Which I hope it is, because this laptop is actually twice as good as my old computer. It is twice as good.
Stay in your ranks.
Oh, yes. The tower's doing all the work, by the way. Those uruk-hai are doing very little.
Now you die.
Oh, those pikemen doing work. Oh, not good. They're already using powers on me. Ooh, it's not good. That's never good. They're going to do fine though. Wildmen of Dunland are actually better than the uruk-hai. I'm going to stop recruiting those uruk-hai now. I always forget I should be going for the Dunland encampment first on my first settlement, not a lumber mill, just because I need the wildman camp as soon as possible. Twice as cheap and just as good. Get another lumber mill up here, and then build this into a... I don't know actually. I'm thinking there's another lumber mill just to keep out of the thing, but should be fine to build a something else. Get over there, take that settlement. We have level 5 uruk-hai scouts, which unfortunately isn't saying much because they can actually get to level 10. But you know, recovering health isn't bad. We'll have them use that. Make this a mine shaft. Okay, so they're basically mini overlooks now. No, show no mercy. Show them no mercy, for you shall receive none. We now have 3 power points. Let's get industry and put it on one of our furnaces. We now need to get a armory so we can start getting our economy upgrades. Military upgrades are not necessary in the early game because wildmen, again, are actually really good. I discredited the wildmen for so long, and now they are probably one of the best units that Isengard can span. Just period. Really good in the early game. If you get Wolfgar early on, they're actually really good in the middle tier of the game as well, because if you get Wolfgar leveled up fast enough. In fact, let's get Wolfgar now. Wolfgar now. So basically, some factions who like to spam cavalry, Rohan, they're going to actually have trouble against Wolfgar because he can give the Wildmen of Dunland permanent pikes in exchange for not being able to use flaming torches. Which I think is a fair exchange, actually. I think it's a really... Hey, I was on that build plot. You can't build here. This is my build plot. Bill is probably going to die, so I'm going to try and get him away. That's a Faramir. Oh, dear.
The Dark Lord shall reign for Saruman. Ready?
I think I might have built off more than I can chew. Oh no, this is not good. It's not good they have that either, but we're losing too much to Faramir. Faramir needs to go, so we're going to fall back a bit. Unfortunately, Isengard early game is not tailored to a aggressive strategy. Well, at least not against a player, in my personal opinion. And yeah, they're going to kill those scouts. Faramir's going to kill those scouts if I don't save them. And I actually want to save them because they're level 6. They're actually worth saving now. Because they have healing. Something evil factions need because, you know, they don't typically have healing. Now, against this Gondor, we're probably going up against 0 cavalry. So Wolfgar's first ability, which is the Spears of Dunland, is pointless. While I'm in the area, reinforced and strong against cavalry. If we're on a castle start, that is pretty much guaranteed against almost every faction. You're going to want to have at least 1 unit of pikemen. And they're your only access to early tier pikemen. So it's not a bad idea to try. London's getting attacked. Get some wood. Speaking of, let's get some more lumbermen while we are on that. Let's get the workers' tools. We've got 4 furnaces in our base, and as soon as they reach tier 3, they're going to be giving us extra economy. Give these wildmen axe throwers their torches. What's been coming up? Oh, Philian Rangers, oh dear. Oh, this building is tanky. But at least I'm making good money from it. Making really good money from it. Oh, this money is really good. There we go. The kill Bill Fernie. Oh well. He's made more money than he's worth. That should be something that Bill Fernie always does. Should always make more money than he's actually worth. I'm gonna get Tainted Land just to prevent my units from dying a little bit longer. We won't save Bill Fernie if he's still in combat, so let's move him back. Build. Get back there. Get back there, build me a mine shaft. Yeah, look at those axe throwers go. Axe throwers are not to be underestimated. And they're already attacking me in the back again. Let's deal with that. And once I get those torches, they're actually really good. Let's get a few more of them, and a few more basic
They will fear us.
boys.
We shall rule these lands. Kill them.
Oh yeah, and by the way, there is actually an outpost back here. I am going to build a steelworkers back there if I was going to do anything. In fact, this unit of wildmen,
And destroy.
you can be given pikes. Oh look, Faramir's back to die again. Well, if he's going to go into the base, he will just get destroyed instantly because of our archers, our towers. But I forget he's also a ranger, so he has extra range. So,
Ready.
oh, I mean, yeah, that works. I'll take that.
Stay in your ranks.
We've got a little elite force building up here.
Leave none alive.
A little elite force. And stream's still going, so that's a good sign. Now, can we muster up 3,000 resources? No. I remember that used to be 3,500, by the way. I remember that at a point that used to be 3,500. I'm fairly certain. I'm certain I'm not making that up. It used to be 3,500, and it was still worth it in the late game, at least. Not early game. Definitely not early game. Let's get machinery of war now. I feel like it's time to just kind of abandon the.
way.
Ready.
Oh, there we go. Cavalry, cavalry. I knew there might be cavalry. Oh, and those pikes did wondrous work. Let's give our units pillage. So now when they deal damage to, when they kill off an enemy hero or units or anything that's not just a building, you're going to be getting more money from it. Yeah, Wolfguard and Wildman is actually a very versatile strategy that got more improved as the game progressed. And I'm sad I did not recognise that earlier.
Ready. Go forward.
I mean, what did that much damage to this building? It was a full health before, wasn't it?
This way.
I guess not.
Advance.
Guess I was making that
Go
up.
forward.
Okay, industry's back. Put that onto a furnace because that's where we're making the most of our money right now. Just with the rest of these 70 towers, just because I can. I'm just going to wander. Going to wander around and pretend like nothing is actually happening because we're still making wildmen, which is fine. We're going to build lumber mills everywhere else now because otherwise, actually no, we've already gone over the supply limit. Might as well go over it a bit more. And while I'm on it, get the settlers tools on,
Dark Lord shall reign.
load up, build some mine shafts down here.
Without delay.
Now my normal strategy on this map would be to get cavalry and do this, but unfortunately Gondor is a faction that is known for their elite pikemen, and honestly Isengard's cavalry overall, the Wild Riders, they're pretty garbage. Honestly, they are pretty garbage. They are one of the worst of the cavalry. They're not actually an elite unit. They can't be made into an elite unit. They just stay at a middle tier. I'm not actually gonna pay that. Get that yet. I'm gonna wait for the ruthless exploitation. I believe that's what they're called. We're gonna fight.
We shall rule these lands.
Wolfgar.
None dare stand in my way.
Oh, that unit died. But it comes back fully repaired. I forgot about that, yeah. That's another thing about Wolfgar's power. If it's a single Dunlending you're using the power on, you then get the whole unit back. Which is actually really good when you consider the fact that in some instances that's going to be going over, say, like 5 different battalions. If that's a single unit, a single model in each of them that's left, that's really good. Okay, we've got 3,000. Let's get the steelworkers. Apparently, steelworkers earlier in the game is a thing now. It's a thing that I invented. Getting it about in the middle of the game before you even have any of the upgrades, because it's the extra economy.
Prepare for war.
Look at those poor little rangers. You're in what brought you to my neighbourhood?
We go to
Whoever brought you here should have left.
I will lead.
All good. All good.
These buildings are the enemies.
Let's get some uruk-hai now.
Darkness rises.
This is where I would normally go fall into the mine shaft, just because it gives extra cost reduction for the actual uruk-hai. The forged steel tools. Eagles already.
The eagles are coming!
Axe throwers or pitch throwers now, I guess. Can you deal with that? No? Well, shit, run away. Run! Run away, you fools! Get me those crossbows! Well, at least now we're getting our elite troops out. And that unit of uruk-hai scouts that's level 6 is still alive. I'm kind of impressed. I'm not saying they're good though. I'm just saying if you get them leveled up enough, then yeah, they are going to be good because they're essentially an elite troop. They are only elite troop actually because you don't have like you don't have what the Isengard of Edain Ring have. Oh, Belfern, are you dying again? Oh well. Get back out here. Your job's not done. Get Ugluk, because I want the healing over anything else. Scouts, how you doing? Not too well. We'll start healing.
What is best in life? Crush your enemies. None dare.
I think the only faction I would consider using Wild Riders against would be Lothlorien. Just because their elite tier units are not resistant to cavalry. That's the only case, I think, that I would take that over something else. Let's place it in a place where I know it will be safe. That's where I just put it there. That's technically safe. And also, it's leveled up by your level in the workers' tools. The settlers' tools even, not the workers' tools. I always get those two mixed up. The settlers' tools determines your the level for your these special lumber mills. Which, if you can see already, exploitation 5 workers, they're at the most efficient, and they also give them. It gives half the production of other economy structures in the vicinity, which currently there are none. So that's really good. But also gives twice the amount of resources, so it's a really good building. It's ruthless in its exploitation. Terrible pun. That was terrible. Lock me up. How's everything going? Is everything still running? Game still going? People still watching? Good. Good. Because if this works, then we have access to our streaming facilities again, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have to worry about spending about £900 on a new computer, which eases my mind a lot, actually. Oh. I must say, this last week has been quite stressful. Not just because of my computer going down and stuff. Just in general. There's been a lot on my plate, so to speak. But being able to stream again, just being able to talk openly to everyone watching the stream, and then obviously to everyone watching later on YouTube, it helps me feel better in a way. It does. I feel calmer knowing that when I'm talking to you guys, I actually know that someone's listening. Some uruk-pikemen. Is there a hero in there? There's Faramir on a horse. Oh, 100 ways to kill Faramir in the woods. Oh, they've got Imrahil. Imrahil without an outpost, apparently. Alright, you always know.
Rage is all consuming.
That's it, Wolfgar, get mad. Use Pillager.
Just hold me.
Although only working on yourself right now, there's no wham in the vicinity. Simply summon some guys. That's summon some guys, isn't it? Recruited faster. Oh, they changed it. Right, he used to summon Wolfgar used to summon actual just pikemen and not actually give your wildman pikemen. It was actually stronger that way than what it is right now.
Will fall.
The West will fall.
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you. And
Oh
to
wow!
rid the land
Well, look at that. We've actually got level 7 manhunters. That's uruk-hai scouts. I just gotta call them scouts.
Forged blades are ready. I will serve the forces of dark.
And look how fast our economy is rebuilding on itself. That is thanks to the steelworkers right there. And a steelworker incarnate power right there. Get banners. Oh, and the lumber mill, of course. Don't ever discount the lumber mill. It's an attack. Let's have some of them go to there because it's better to have them split up than all in one place. It's only at 5 you get your best. Any more than that, and you're losing money. Saruman is here, and now the world shall tremble. Research steel bolts and prepare the eagles again. You're gonna shoot back. Good. Get some more labourers down there. I know they are. Shush. I'm dealing with it.
We shall rule these lands. The Dark Lord shall reign. Kill the traitors.
What do we have here? The Banner Chariots. They're here. Heal up. Pillage. No damage. No money. Wizard Blast. Shoot. Ah. Perfect. Looks like we got some more labourers. Don't tell me I need more things. Is it time to destroy the fortress? I would need siege to destroy that fortress, which I currently don't have, so I'm going to fall back and prepare. Because we want to improve our forged blades and our steel bolts when we get them. So now we just have to wait. Let's take everything else away from the enemy. Take from them everything. Give them nothing. More Uruk warriors have been spawned. And let's give Saruman his robe of many colours. You see, he glitters in the moonlight. He's a beautiful bastard. Get some more mine shafts out there, I guess. What, who's attacking me? I must admit, I can't see where it's coming from. Those rangers are getting better at hiding. Or something else. Why do I think the game just said we've just crushed an enemy? I was wondering how. We've done nothing. Yeah, that's gonna fall, I don't care. I've just realised the pikemen from earlier were doing massive amounts of damage to structures. Is that a thing now? Are pikemen really good at dealing damage to structures or something? Strength, cavalry, monsters. Structures aren't classed as monsters, right? So why would they be able to deal with so much damage, while ordinary swordsmen seem to do less? That might be my imagination there, to be fair. That could just be my imagination. Oh, I can't see a thing! That was so bright. I actually felt the lag. Oh no, my labourers are getting picked off. No, leave Timothy. He was just trying to make a living. Don't give them names. It makes it sadder when they die.
We shall rule these lands.
Well, if they're just going to charge into the base so recklessly, well, to the mine shaft more particularly, that's just rude. Oh, there was the smarters there. Well, they're dead now. They're very dead now. Let's get the hardened bolts. Now our army should be at full fighting capacity. Not even an elite enlargerist could beat this army right now. It would take all their powers to stop this kind of army. It would take Gil-galad with his ability Aeglos. It would take Elrond with his mini flood. It would take the protection of the Bruinen to deal damage to this army and actually be successful with it. Did not. Still missing half an army. Let's get them in. No, make sure that's gone actually. Get in there. Tainted land.
Without delay.
Actually, no, you're all surrounding the barracks. You might as well destroy the barracks. Saruman, you're taking a bit too much damage, I think. Wow, that was actually quick. I forget, when you're surrounding an enemy building, it dies faster. The more you learn. Do 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 do. I don't know the theme song to that thing. It was before my time. Wow, wow. I underestimated my ability to just kill off the enemy. Saruman, you might die here. I don't want that to happen. Like the furnace of light day. Why would they want to show mercy on you? Come on, heal Saruman. It doesn't work. Forget this isn't. Again, this isn't Age of the Ring. This isn't not how this works. Get angry. Get angry, Uglook, although you don't heal from buildings. We have 4,000 in the bank. Well, actually, no, we had 6,000 in the bank. Let's get Wizard Tower, just to say we did. Cool looking tower. We can now get these upgrades. I forget they're now free, so having the extra money didn't mean anything. Just pump it all into getting Uruks. Still not enough. I can't spend all my money and I'm hateful for it because I like spending all my money. Gulfern, die. How can you ever forgive yourself? Gulfern, die. Take your pity and your mercy. I have no use for it. Come on, destroy that citadel and it should be over. Alright, this is why Wolfguard's really good in the late game. He gives all Dunlendings heavy armor and restoring life on the around the map. I think he's one of the only heroes that has a map-wide presence ability. I think the only other ones are like gambling and such. But yeah, we won! Yay! Yay! We did it! I tried to do a Kermit and it didn't. It turned into Miss Piggy. I hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to double check that things are still working fine. Which, from looking at it, half an hour in, game hasn't stream.